Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Measures, No Simp, and All Subject channel. So we need to talk about stability. But I want to come from another standpoint with it because people teaching y'all all wrong. And I know this to be true. They're teaching you this stability is just staying in the same place. That's not stability. Stability is consistently improving the place you stay in. Consistently upgrading who you are, and what you have. That's stability. But most people are not stable because they're not in that position to do those things. They think they're stable because they got a 30-year mortgage or they've been on a job 15 years. That's not stability. The only way that's stability is if all is well. If you doing drugs or you got any thing that you doing to yourself to cope, you're not stable. But people will say they are. I know a guy that smokes crack, that's been on his job for 25 years, I think. Is he stable? He's using crack to cope with something in his life. If you gotta find other ways to cope, you're not stable. A person that quit 5 jobs in a row but has peace of mind is more stable than you. You smoking crack so you can stay in your same place and feel good about it. That's not stability. That's why I want to come from this standpoint where because people will do that to you behind your back. They'll be saying you're not stable, but you'll be a person that people is bothering that you just don't go for. A lot of time when you don't go for people, like mistreating you, that's stability. That's stability of mind. You know who you are and you know what you're gonna take. But people want to base everything off money. And y'all know I like to connect the dots. Y'all gonna see what I talk about in the Sunday sermon. Was P. Diddy stable? I mean, he been in the rap game for 30 years, right? Is he stable? You see what I'm talking about? People have stability all wrong. I know another guy that's been on his job a while, unhappy about everything. I know a couple people like that. Not happy about nothing. Because that's not stability. That's just a choice they made. They chose to stay on their job. Stability is the consistency of your behavior and everything that relates to your behavior. Money is just a small part of it, jobs, all that. It's dudes that's been with their wife for years and years and years. She don't even have sex with them. They don't get along. She don't even like them. She just using them. And he still think that they're in a good place. He's unstable. Because if he was stable, he would know where he stands with her. In situations like that, stable people know where they stand. So they either gonna get divorced, they're gonna get divorced eventually. They're gonna get divorced. You can't make somebody want you, man. People say, oh, but this person a good person. What difference do it make? If they don't want you, why would you stay with them? If they planning their exit, if they doing things to be more appealing to other guys, they not doing it for you. Stability knows these things. A person that's stable is going to be hard to fool them. Being a simp is unstable. Just like me, I would never marry a woman that was divorced. I probably wouldn't do much at all with a woman that's divorced, especially one that got put away. Because she had to be doing something for him to put her away, or not doing something. So people got stability all wrong. All wrong. Like, a lot of things can make things unstable. If people ain't working as a team, that's going to make things unstable in that relationship, in that job, or whatever it is. Because team, like for instance, if you get on a seesaw, right? One of the ends going to be up and the other one going to be down, depending on the weight. But if y'all both get on there at the same time, a lot of times, if you do it the right way, that seesaw going to be level until you start moving on it. That's stability. That's how stability works, man. People, one thing, okay, watch this. I'm finna show you where I'm at right now. Am I in jail? Am I facing charges of any kind? No. Where's P. Diddy at? You see how that works? But see, some people, superficial people, and people that don't understand how stability works, will say that P. Diddy is more stable than me. What difference do it make how much money you have if you can't even enjoy it? You got to do all of this and all of that to cope. Tooting lines. Making people do this, making people do that because they made you do it. You shouldn't have did it. But unstable people will say he more stable than me. I had this conversation recently. And that's the point I was conveying to him. He tried to say, you saying Michael Jordan and all these dudes a better man than you? You a better man than them? I said, I'm not saying that I'm better than them, because I don't believe in saying that you better than somebody else. Sometimes people be better off with this or that. But I said, no, they ain't better than me. They not. I go through changes from an earthly standpoint, but from the heavenly, I'm good. How are these guys better than me and they're doing rituals to get what they want? And those rituals very likely are going to result in them being down there in the abyss. The abyss is unstable. The lifestyle that leads people to go to the abyss is unstable. Now it says a double-minded man is unstable in all, not some, all his ways. See, sometimes you could be a single-minded person and just go through changes. I'll take that over being double-minded. I live in Milwaukee. I got connections to the street. I went to school with dudes. I'm related to people. I grew up with people. They're still all off in them streets. Now, this proves my point too. Am I stable or unstable for not choosing the easy way to get fast money? You see, do y'all get the point I'm making? But people will throw words around, not understanding the words that they throw around. I've been there for my kids. Been there. It's just I've been around unstable people, and my choice has been usually to just remove myself, separate myself, because when you're around unstable people, eventually they're going to start, it's like y'all going to have different energies and they're going to start making trouble for you. Whether it be they double standards, they favoritism, disrespect, trying to talk to you any kind of way, it's going to come out. You work with a bunch of crackheads and you think that they not hoes, 304s, and you think they never going to find a way to bother you? They do every time. Every time. But then when you quit, they'll say you unstable. They can't see, like my most recent job, they can't see. Have you stopped to think that maybe all of these people are onto something? Maybe it's something about you that needs to change. So you telling me all these people through these years that quit working there is unstable? Man, please. You got to start looking at the ones that choose to stay there. And I notice a wild look in some of their eyes. Now, some of them is cool because they just stay away. Like third shift, their best shift, hands down. The little stuff that you deal with ain't nothing. And the guy tried to go to third shift and they fired him before he actually was finna go to third shift. That wasn't right, man. Because them third shift bosses, they wasn't on nothing. If they had to correct you, they did. They wasn't mean. They wasn't disrespectful. They wasn't nitpicking. But what they start doing is they start blocking people from going to those other shifts because it was creating too much of a shortage on theirs. Now, I don't know why they did him like that, but I'm just saying, a lot of time what you call stable is unstable, and what you call unstable is stable. Think about that, man. We'll be back.